Right now, Celebrity Sleaze presented by McDonald's. The best part about working at McDonald's is the people.
Oh, let's talk a little bit about Glen Powell. Finally admitted that he and Sydney Sweeney may have leaned into those romance rumors last year while they were trying to get people interested in their movie, Anyone But You. Talking to the New York Times, he said, quote, "The two things that you have to sell a rom-com are fun and chemistry. Sydney and I have a ton of fun together. We have a ton of effortless chemistry. That's people wanting what's on the screen, off the screen, and sometimes you just have to lean into it."
Yeah.
So I'm really glad he admitted that.
Well,
he talked about her being very smart. Remember the internet was going crazy that the two were together?
Yeah.
His girlfriend even unfollowed him at the time, which made people think there were cheating rumors, but no, they're just friends.
Well,
but they did lean into the chemistry. So
if
glad.
Sydney Sweeney was near me, I would lean in too.
Yes.
Well, is that? I'm confused by your story. Are they saying that they hooked up, or are they just saying that they
he said they just sort of leaned into the chemistry to get people interested in the movie.
And the girlfriend unfollowing him was kind of a ploy to help promote the movie?
Either that or she was like freaking out. Who knew?
I mean, because now it's on what?
on.
It's on Netflix now or something, but it's you raved about it.
I really liked it, and I like rom-coms. I thought it was funny. I know you didn't get it.
No, I thought the best part of the movie is the end. I thought.
Like, because it was over?
No, when the movie ended and then what happens after, it's kind of a bit.
Oh, that was very funny. I love that.
I'm not saying the movie was bad, but that was hysterical. I thought that was really well done and thought out.
You know, Barnes, celebrities are just like us.
Mm-hmm.
Even when you get pulled over, it happened to Gisele, and it looks like she got a ticket. She was really upset. There's a video going around showing what happened to be kind of a routine traffic stop in Florida. She hands the cop some papers. He goes back to his car. Then he comes back with her documents and a ticket. Then she seemed super overwhelmed with emotion. She was seen wiping her eyes, covering her face as the officers talking to her. But, you know, she knows cameras are on her, so she turns her face away from passing cars and cameras. We don't know why she was pulled over, but I'm sure we will find out soon.
Well, newsflash, if she's going to get pulled over in Boston or in Florida. Yeah, you're not going to get, they're like, the cop is like a Brady fan, and, you know, it is what it is.
Yes. Or he's just being a cop.
He's just being a cop.
And maybe she was speeding. I don't know.
When's the last time you got pulled over?
It's been years.
What was
I rolled. Yeah, I didn't do a full stop. I did the roll.
Oh, you're a roller.
I didn't get the ticket, though, just a warning.
No
early
ticket.
morning.
Fram got out, but Gisele Bündchen does not get out. Damn.
Remember Delta Burke, 80s and 90s sitcom queen, coming clean about the dirtier side of television stardom. On the episode of Glamorous Trash, ooh, I like the name of that podcast, she admitted that while starring in the early 80s sitcom Filthy Rich, she kept being told she was too heavy, eventually relying on crystal meth to lose weight. What?
Lift you up, make a break. Yep.
Delta Burke was on crystal meth? She said, quote, they were still saying, your butt's too big, your legs are too big. And now I look back at those pictures and I'm like, I was a freaking goddess. Eventually, 5 years into her Emmy award-winning stint on Designing Women, the pressure to stay tiny just became too much, so she bailed, admitting on the podcast that she was emotionally too fragile to deal with the quote-unquote incredibly ugly narratives about her size. Dang.
Well, I hope Queen doesn't turn to that, because Queen yesterday broke the news that she can't find Mounjaro anywhere and all those drugs are on short supply. And then I've seen it popping up as major news stories. People are traveling states away to get another jab like it's crack.
Why are they out of it? Because all the celebrities are grabbing
I don't know why they can't keep up with the production, but people are legit freaking out because they're gaining weight at rapid pace. Because whatever it does to your brain turns off your want-to-eat cell. It's turning it back on.
Got another crazy story for you. Remember comedian Elaine Boozler? Oh, she was at a Dodgers game and the security almost got herself arrested. She's saying she was arrested. She was there to see the Dodgers and the Mets face off when security let her know that her cute baseball-themed bag was not going to be allowed in the stadium. You know, the clear bag policy. We all know about that now at every single stadium. Who doesn't? Anyway, her bag, while cute, was not transparent. She was told to trash it or take it back to her car. Well, she objected. Things got heated and then came out the handcuffs. She was taken to the Dodger Stadium offices to be formally charged for trespassing and waited 2 hours before being given the option to leave peacefully or being taken to jail. She decided to get a ride home.
I looked her up. She's the old school comedian. She's 71.
Yes.
So you're handcuffing a 71-year-old woman.
Yeah, because you didn't have a clear bag to get into the stadium.
Because that sounds about right.
You know what I did the last time I couldn't get my bag into a stadium? Did I tell you?
No.
I went to the soccer stadium here to see Shania Twain, and they were like, yeah, you got to put that in a locker. I'm like, I'm not putting my purse in a locker. So walked out with my friend, and I put it in my back under my shirt.
Fram. That's so un-Fram.
Woo, I know.
And they didn't pat you down?
Nope. Got in. Sorry.
Wow. Good for you.
Rebel.
Cheater Fram.
All right, can we keep sleazing?
Go.
Okay, Zendaya about to make her Met Gala comeback. I love seeing the Met Gala photos and all the freaky stuff people wear. She admits that after being away from the event for 5 years, returning is as nerve-wracking as the first time she went. Apparently on Live with Kelly and Mark, she said that while she's excited to attend the event once again, she also finds the whole experience to be somewhat terrifying.
Going up the steps is very daunting, and I haven't been back for maybe like 4 or 5 years.
Right. Oh, wow.
So this is like my first time back at the Met in quite a while.
Man, she's getting lots of press for that movie, for the tennis movie.
When Kelly asked her how it was about going back, she was just like, yeah, I am like right there with you. Oh, do you ever watch the videos of the Met Gala and what everybody wears? It's nuts.
Yeah, I see news coverage.
Okay, here's another update. This is going to freak you out. Pauly Shore, remember we've talked about Pauly Shore wanting to do Richard Simmons in the biopic?
Yes.
Because Richard made it crystal clear yesterday. He is not on board. He has his own plans. Yeah, Richard Simmons tweeted, quote, I just read that a man that I don't know is writing my biopic starring Pauly Shore. I do not approve of this movie. I am in talks with major studios to create my own biopic with some help. Wait for this movie.
Major?
He also issued a statement through his publicist saying, quote, the Pauly Shore biopic does not have my blessing. Some major studios are interested with me being involved in my story. Who should play me? Tom Cruise, LOL. He put the hammer down.
You know, that was one of the lost tapes that I've been trying to find where we made him cry. Remember that?
Oh, yes, you did tell me that. You've got to find it.
I found it.
What?
I found it.
Well, you've been in the vault for a long time.
Well, some of these, I never know, because they're not labeled. These are just DAT tapes. I found where we made him cry. It was at the end of the interview. It's going to air in the next couple of weeks on Best of the Morning X, which is 6 to 7 daily. And it's not what you think. Although, if I remember correctly, this was like a week and a half ago, I think it was Jimmy. Jimmy said something that wasn't really an attack on him, but he took it in a weird way and started crying and hung up. So, yeah, it was a weird conversation that'll roll out in the next couple of weeks.
Okay, remember when everybody thought that Emma Stone mouthed that Jimmy Kimmel was a P-R-I-C-K, a prick?
A P-Rick, yeah.
Yeah, remember that?
I do.
Because he was saying, when he was talking about all the nominated films for the Oscars, quote, those were all the parts of Poor Things that were allowed to show on TV, and then the camera panned over to her, and it looked like she called him a prick.
It totally
and she's like,
did.
Yeah. She said, did he upset me? No, I didn't call him a prick. What did I say? I didn't call him a prick. I wasn't upset with him at all. And then she said, I have to look that up. She doesn't remember what she said. Yeah. I just wanted to clear that up.
It's pretty obvious if you look at the tape that's unless, well, what else could she have said?
I love it. That is your Celebrity Sleaze.